We start with 1 hour chart. Just want to analyze the Doge based on a HITBTC. And as we can see, if we refer to our analysis, since the price was within this move, we mentioned if we want to look for trade, we can put our entry above the 0.1. But after that, we see there was a continuation and the price drop. Okay. First of all, if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence. If we put this low and relative to the previous one, technically, this means losing the momentum. We can look for the price to reverse. Okay, but in this case, I mean, first we start with the higher time frame. We want to see what we have. If we refer to the daily chart, almost we see the price broke the lowest of this correction. Okay, that means we want to see whether we can look for the reversal or not. Even if we put this low and relative to the previous one, if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence. All right, that's mean technically if we get any reversal, we can look for buy, and mostly we're looking for buy. And if I move to forward chart, even if we refer to the forward chart, we see we have a divergence. Right, this means from now, if we get any trade set up for buy, we will take the trade. Okay, is there any possibility that price can drop some more? It can, because as we know, based on the HIT BTC, the price is almost 1/3 of the rest of the exchanges. And most of the time, we see the price is dropping. Maybe we cannot, I mean, technically, we cannot analyze the chart since we don't know what's the reason behind and whether they manipulate or they, I mean, they just themselves they driving the chart or not. We cannot, I mean, confirm about that, but we try to look at the chart in the technical way and we see whether we can get a trade or not. As I mentioned, based on forward and daily chart, we have a divergence. That's mean if you get any reversal technically, it can go as a really good trade setup. And even based on 1 hour chart, we see we have a divergence. But how to look for trade? Okay, mostly when we see this kind of the correction, we can look for price to drop, and right now we get the sharp move correction. Can we expect this is the start of the reversal? That's mean, can we look for buy or not? Even if he wants to look for buy, I won't suggest to buy here. The only way is we put our entry above this correction, somewhere around here, which is 0.0906 exact value, right? The reason is if the price is going to drop continuously, at least we are not in the trade. And we put our entry above the top, and what we want in case the price sharply reverse, again, sharply reverse. I mean, the continue, if I say reverse, I'm referring to this one. That means if the price continue from here as a sharp move, at least we can get the trade. Okay, but if the price continue as a corrective move, we are not going to keep the trade. I mean, they keep the entry above the top. We want to see the sharp move, the price break and continue. If the price tag we see it's not moving within the first or maximum second hours, we take out the trade. Even as I mentioned, based on daily forward and 1 hour chart, we have a divergence, but I won't suggest to buy here. The only thing is we every time the price drop, we put our entry above the top. If there is a reversal as a sharp move, if we get a trade, we keep it. I mean, we take it. If there is a continuation, only things we do is move our stop loss to break even and let it go. If it is not moving within the first or maximum second hours, we take out the trade. We try not to keep the trade for long term if it's not moving in our direction. Okay, because as we mentioned, we don't know what's the reasons for the price is very low, and even there is a possibility the price can drop some more, even become lower, because technically we should see the reversal, but what's the behind and how they drive the chart, we cannot confirm with that. That's why I won't suggest to buy. The only thing is every time we put our entry above the top, and if the price tank and continue, we keep the trade by moving our stop loss to break even if can. If not, we take out the trade. All right, anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.